Hey Scorpio, this is your love reading with the person on your mind or the person you are dealing with for the month of November 2021. We're going to take a look at their energy, your energy, the mutual situation that is occurring between you two, whether it's out front or behind the scenes, how they feel about you, how they think about you in their situation, the mutual outcome between two of you, both of you right now. We're going to pull some advice, and then we're going to take a preview of what you need to know about this connection or this person or your love life in general. Could be a warning, could be a blessing, anywhere from now to the next 3 months, okay? So we're going to look into the near future. And then we're going to pull some oracle cards from the wisdom deck, okay? As you guys know, I already shuffle and premeditate ahead of time on your cards. So we're just going to deal, and we're going to clarify, and we are going to get right into the story, okay? So I have been trying to make my readings a little bit shorter. I'm a little unsuccessful with it. So I guess gear up for a long one just in case. Okay, so right now, Scorpio, the person you are dealing with or the person that is on your mind, their energy right now is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So that's Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't mean that they are an Earth sign. It could just be the energy, but it is a strong indication. Okay, so tell me more about this. Okay, upright, the Empress, and the Two of Pentacles. So right now, I feel like your person is, there might not be good communication with you guys at the moment. They might have heard bad news from you. Maybe you said or did something to them that they didn't like. It is possible that maybe, something in their career fell short. Maybe things are just not working out the way that they had hoped them to be. Maybe it's possible they did something to you and your reaction wasn't as they had hoped. And right now I feel like that this person is trying to put their time and their energy into figuring out what to do, kind of self-love. They're trying to weigh out the pros and cons. They're trying to weigh out what path to take. They're trying to weigh out their decisions. They're trying to figure out who to love, where to put that into. It's possible. I'm not saying that this person is putting you in a position where they're trying to choose you or someone else, but it is very possible that this person is looking at life with you and life without you. If this is an ex you haven't talked to in a while, then that energy would be like, do they come forward and speak to you, or do they stay away from you? And it's kind of like that's what they're going through right now. And they're going through this because things have not turned out the way that they had expected. Things are not working out for them right now in the way that they wanted to. It's possible that this person might have even had some financial struggles lately, and now they're trying to figure out, do I put money before love, or do I put love before money? Your energy during this month is the Hierophant, so we have Taurus energy, okay? So I feel like let's clarify first. I feel like, Scorpio, you could be looking for that commitment, that love. Like you're wanting it, okay? I don't see you. Like, casual dating's fine, but I feel like right now you're kind of just like, no, I want the real thing. I want someone to do me right. I want the traditional family, the home. I don't want secrets. I don't want, I just want things to be stable and calm. Tell me more about this Hierophant last shuffle. Ace of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you might be in a position where, things didn't work out for you. The Ace of Wands in reverse, it's possible a passionate connection or a relationship had ended. It's possible that some new opportunity you thought was getting off the ground it just fell short. It didn't work out, or something you thought you had put long-term investments in, plans, goals, ideas. It could have been into a relationship, a person, a job, or just your life. Like, you might have envisioned it turning out one way. You were like in this mindset of, okay, all my ducks are coming together, everything's good, and then boom, like out of nowhere, your life took a turn. Your love life took a turn. Someone disappointed you. They, weren't who you needed them to be. They weren't who you expected them to be at all. You might have felt like you weren't treated the way that you were treated, that they morally did you wrong. And I feel like this has made you kind of go inside and spiritually really consider who you are as a partner, and you get what you give. And I feel like you're willing to give someone all the things that you expected from someone. You're willing to do right as long as you have to be able to find the person who deserves you and what you deserve. And I feel like going through this, with this person, I feel like that it's possibly you might have wanted a commitment with this person, or you might still want a commitment with this person, and it's just not happening. Someone here could be you could be dealing with someone who's very greedy, very selfish, someone who is, maybe putting materialistic things or value over your worth. Like, even when I say that to people, a lot of times they're like, well, they don't have a good job. But I've seen partners who will go online and see another man or woman with a better job, and they're like, oh, well, they automatically must be an upgrade from you because they make more money than you, and that doesn't define someone's worth at all. I just want to make that clear, completely clear. But somebody here could be, just again, morally not on the same page as you. The mutual situation between you and this person for what you're going to be experiencing in the month of November is the 8 of Wands in reverse, okay? So, by the way, happy birthday, Scorpios. So, we are looking at, well, you know what? Let me clarify first before I speak too soon. Nine of Pentacles upright with the Chariot and reverse Cancer energy here. Yeah, so I feel like what's happening is there is probably little to no communication with you guys. Someone could be blocked. It is possible that maybe there's some jealousy over someone seeming like they're so fine being single. They're like this independent. They're just making it look good. And really, I think like it's not what it appears on the outside. With the Chariot in reverse here, this is showing me that things are happening rapidly in the negative way between you and this other person. Things could be changing quickly. There could be jealousy. There could be no communication. Things seem to be getting out of control. They're not going. Now, this is a mutual energy, so it could be you feeling like this. It could be them. It could be both of you, a combination, a little bit of both of you. But no matter if it's you, them, or a little bit of both, it affects you both, right? This is the mutual situation. And it looks like to me that this situation is kind of like a loose firework cannon going off, where it's getting out of control. It's one thing after another, or things are happening quickly, downgrading, going into catastrophe, getting out of control. Things you didn't expect are happening out of nowhere. It's like you just feel like you don't know what to expect, because it's like, oh, one day you're blocked, and then the next day they're coming back, or then you're blocked again, and then wow, they're in a new relationship, and wow, this happened so quickly, and wow, this. And I feel like that's going to be the mutual energy and situation that you're going to be going through with this person. And if you're not already in it, I would expect to definitely be seeing that kind of situations unfold. At least that kind of energy that all over the place, just one thing happening after another, and not feeling like you're getting through, feeling like you're hitting a brick wall with this connection. How they feel about you for the month of November is we have the 8 of Swords. So I'm going to clarify, but this person has Hang on. Last shuffle. Five of Swords upright with the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I feel like that this person does have a lot of conflict when it comes to caring about you and loving you. I feel like that this person feels like there might have been too many wars between you two to get over this, to have a healthy love. There might have been too much conflict, too much jealousy, too much fighting. Maybe other people were in your guys' relationship. Now, they're in a mindset where they're like, there's no way we can ever work out. We're not going to get past this, so I'm not even going to try, right? But they really don't know that. That's not what the universe is telling them, because they have the Eight of Swords energy. So this is a fear, this is an anxiety. They are thinking the worst about you, your connection with them, because that is what their mind is doing to them. That's not actual, like, where Eight of Swords is like you're fearing the worst. Nine of Swords is more like, okay, you have a reason to feel like that because this is actually like a legit thing happening. Eight of Swords is like they're thinking the worst when the worst hasn't even happened. They're like manifesting it. They're assuming like, oh, it will be like this, so I'm just gonna think like this. Eight of Swords is always the wrong state of mind to be in. It's where you're letting your anxiety and your fears manifest, and you're trapped into this negative headspace, where like you're gonna do things no matter what actually happens, because in your mind you're perceiving everything to be a certain way, when in reality, in the 3D, that's not how it could go at all. It's really unfortunate when someone is in the Eight of Swords energy, because they can fuck a lot of shit up in their love life between themselves and their partner. And unfortunately, if this is how your partner feels right now, or the person that is on your mind, if this is what they're experiencing, there's no way to convince them out of it. This is something that they are trapped in. Now, this is a feeling, so feelings come and go. This is not how they are permanently going to feel about you. But right now, there's way too much conflict in their mind about you to even consider you guys being able to have a healthy love relationship in the first place, or if you guys are exes, to have one again. They don't believe that the love is there anymore, that there's just been too many bridges burned. And that goes into how they think about you too, how they think about you and the situation and your relationship. Is we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So that exactly, and this is why you cannot make tarot up, because the story, like, it just is, this is how they're seeing you two, and that's how they're feeling about you. That would make a lot of sense, right? I mean, how they feel about you with the Ace of Cups in reverse and then the Ten of Cups in reverse over here. They're just, they don't see, they feel like at one time with the Ten of Cups in reverse that they could have had it all with you. Maybe they felt like they did have it all with you. I mean, there was love there. There was that potential there. They did have that feeling and that thought of you. But they don't see it anymore. They feel like they have lost it at this point. That it all went down, the shitter, so to speak. We are doing excellent time on this video. If only I could do all my videos this way. I'm really going to work on that. Because then I can get more of them out for you guys. Tell me more about this Ten of Cups in reverse. King of Cups in reverse with the Five of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I feel like that this person is in a state of mind where they're starting to accept the fact that you guys are not going to work out. With the Five of Cups, it's telling me that they did have a lot of regrets. They still do. They had a lot of remorse. They had a lot of mourning over this relationship. Even if they're the ones that fucked it up, you might not have known, but they secretly, internally, were definitely struggling over things that they have done. And with the Five of Cups, it's definitely telling me they have done things with this relationship and to you that they are not proud of. And they have spent a lot of time grieving, even in private. But with the Five of Cups in reverse, it is showing me that they are starting to accept how they feel and trying to move past that. Now, a lot of you, if you want to be with this person, you might not be happy about hearing about that. you might not be wanting them to get over you. You might not wanting them to move on. But I'm going to tell you that, again, feelings and thoughts are coming and going. And right now, this person looks like they are at a stage of acceptance. And there really won't be too much you can do about that. This is something that this person is going through on their own. And they're feeling it out. And with the King of Cups in reverse here, it is telling me that their emotions are all over the place. Okay, they are highly emotional. They can't get a grip on their emotions. That, like I said, I was getting this explosion of fireworks, chaotic, all over the place. Energy in this reading with this, with this relationship energy. A loose cannon. Okay. And I feel like internally and emotionally in their mind and heart, that is exactly what they're going through, especially with this Eight of Swords here. I mean, we got King of Cups in reverse. They might just be, this person might even be emotionally manipulating themselves at this point. Okay, their emotions might be even too hard for them to handle. They might feel super angry one day, super manipulative one day. Super, I want my cake and eat it too one day. Super angry and mad at you, even if they're the ones that screwed it up. They might blame you, like, well, I did this because you acted like this. There's a lot of this energy here that's very emotionally immature. And if that's the case, Scorpio, you don't even want to mess with that, okay? Because, like, if someone's emotional, I heard this really good piece of advice before. You can't change stupid, right? So when you're having an argument with someone and they just will never see eye to eye with you because they just, maybe they're emotionally stupid. Maybe they're just like, they're just so far-fetched. It's not even about a difference of opinion, right? It's just like, how could you even consider that's like, it's like when someone cheats and says that wasn't cheating. It's like, well, no, that's definitely cheating. Like, I don't know where you get off thinking that, like, sending sex videos to someone, example, is not cheating. That's definitely cheating. That's not flirting. That's definitely cheating. Like, that totally crossed the line, There are some people you cannot just argue. You just can't fight with. You just can't argue. Their mind is their mind, and you are only going to hurt yourself or aggravate yourself trying to convince someone of your point of view, to your feelings of worthiness, to try to have someone communicate with you in a healthy way, to try to get someone to see where you're coming from, to even sometimes get someone to even consider your feelings. Sometimes when you are trying to do that with the wrong person, it is just a dead end. You're just going to fight and fight and fight for someone to see your worth, your point of view, to see how they did you wrong, to see why you feel the way you feel, and it's validated. And sometimes you will get nowhere, and it is so frustrating. It is so frustrating. And I was told a very good piece of advice one time, and the whole you just can't change stupid. When you accept that and you realize that, you stop giving your time and energy to people who are incapable of in any way being like emotionally intelligent, intelligent in any way. When they don't see eye to eye to you, like, why are you going to spend your time trying to convince this person to see your point of view? Stupid is stupid. If there is no way that this person is willing to be open-minded or have considerate feelings, or whether they're a narcissist or sociopath, or they're just emotionally dumb, okay, maybe they're just way too selfish, then why even spend your time trying to? And then, because then you're just going to beat yourself up and feel less worthy. Like, wow, they really don't care about me. They really don't see where I'm coming from. They really don't see how selfish they were being. It has nothing to do with it. They might just be emotionally stupid. Like, you just can't change stupid. You can't change arrogance. You can't change selfishness. So why even try? Why bother? Like, okay, if that's how you feel, like, I don't even got time for this. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Or if you're really that emotionally immature, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever dealt with. can't even, I know my value and my worth enough as a Scorpio, as myself, to know that I don't even have time for that. Like, I just can't. And I know that's hard for Scorpios, because Scorpios are known to be a little crazy, especially in their love lives. They're very passionate. Oh geez, are Scorpios like so passionate. And when they love hard, they love crazy. And Scorpios sometimes will fight to the death. They definitely rule that, right? So I know how that can be difficult, but if you find yourself in a situation where you're trying to argue with this person or get them to see your value or your worth, I would take this as a strong sign that, like, just tell yourself, like, it's not you. You just can't argue with stupid. Like, if they're stupid, they're stupid. If they're dumb, they're dumb. If they're selfish, they're selfish. Like, you don't got time for that. The mutual outcome between you two right now, as of right now, not forever, but right now, is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So let's clarify. The World in reverse with the Seven of Wands upright. So it feels like right now, it feels like there are some things, there are some closure. There's some closure that hasn't been had. There's some things that haven't been said that need to be said. There's some loose ends that need to be tied up. There's some things that have been weighing on you or this person a lot. And it's been causing a lot of burdens, a lot of stress. There's a lot of things that need to be taken care of. I feel like before you two are really ready to either make up or let it go for good. But it's not happening because I feel like either you or them or both of you have kind of put up this guard of protection where you're both like on guard with each other, where you're both not being... where it's easy to get upset, where it's easy to take things the wrong way because you're such on guard. You're just like, wait, did that tone of voice, are you trying to imply something? Are you, by you acting like that, are you trying to tell me something? Are you coming at me again? Are you sneaking around again? Are you, and it's like that energy. It's like on guard where it's like every little creak on that floor is making you suspect of someone coming at you wrong. And it might not just be you, it might be them, because like I said, this is mutual. What I said about mutual could be you, could be them, it could be a little bit of both, but no matter what, it affects both of you, right? But as I see right now, even with this energy going on, with the Ten of Wands in reverse, it does look like at this time, because with the mutual situation of the no communication and the Ten of Wands in reverse, it does look like at this time, even though this closure is not happening, even though those guards are up, even though this has been a burden, it feels like right now you're just dropping it to the back burner. Right now, mutually, you and this person throughout the month of November are not going to be focused on this stress because there might be other things you're going to be being focused on, whether that's good or bad. But it's kind of like, I've got enough problems right now. You know what? I will get to that when I get to it. And I feel like that is going to be the energy, which for those Scorpios who've been emotionally drained by this situation, that might be positive. Because if you can put it out of sight, out of mind right now, that might actually be what you need to get your head on straight, to focus on other things. And then by the time you're chalking off all these goals or problems or dealing with everything else on your list, by the time you get back to the relationship on the bottom of the list, you might not even want to go back there. You might even be like, okay, well, I had a couple weeks to focus and do everything else. I don't even need to revisit this. Like, just throw it out. It's over. It's done, Because your advice actually is the King of Pentacles, and it is to do just that, okay? It is to focus on what you really want to do, your goals, investing, okay, how you're going to rebuild your life, and not thinking about how can I rebuild it with someone, but how can I rebuild it in a way where I am the person imagine your perfect soulmate. Imagine everything you want in a person. Now, instead of trying to find that person, to build that life with that person, imagine what it's going to take for you to become that person. That way, when someone crosses your path, they find you irresistible. They find you perfect. They find you dreamy. You are everything that they've been looking for. Because now you're not just looking for your King of Pentacles, you're becoming the King of Pentacles, which is ideally one of the best partners you could find in this world. King of Pentacles in the deck represents one of the best persons or people to have in your corner long term. And that is exactly your advice, is to take this time to do that. I mean, and this is Scorpio energy too. This is the time of death, endings, rebirth, change, transformation, sex, all that powerful underworld energy is at your disposal during this time. Use it. Take advantage of it. Put this relationship on the bottom of your to-do list, those burdens, those emotional things that you might feel like you cannot go through every day without thinking of them, without feeling pain, loss, anger, sadness, questioning whether you want to be with them still, mourning them one day, hating them another. You don't got time for it right now. You can choose not to have time for it right now. You can choose to say, yes, this stresses me out. And I know this stresses me out. And I want to work on healing and recovery from it. And I want to get the closure that I need to move forward. But what if your closure was just that, was just to move forward? Maybe you don't need to sort anything out to move forward. Maybe you just need to tell yourself that I need new goals. I need to figure out how I can be amazing. So this person ends up regretting what they did to me and crying over me for the rest of their life, but I'm not even going to want them back because I'm going to be the King of Pentacles. Everybody, I'm going to have so many options. People are going to kill to be with me, Scorpio. And that's exactly what your advice is for the month of November. And I didn't even need to clarify it to know that that is your message, but I'm going to pull a clarifying card anyway, just to see if it has any added things regarding that, okay? Also, King of Pentacles, a lot of times your advice is to kind of look for someone also with the qualities that you want in someone. And if this person, a lot of times when people break up and they're suffering a breakup, they get confused with the whole... A lot of times so much trauma happens that they get a trauma bond. And they feel, and they're crying over this person, and they feel like they want this person back. But then they get the person back and they're like, oh God, I'm not even like happy. I'm bitching every day. I'm miserable. I'm fighting with them every day. Why did I want them back so bad? Well, because a lot of times people confuse trauma bonding with love. Sometimes when you break up with someone, if you take a step back and actually analyze the person they were and the person you're actually looking for, the person that would, so a lot of times people are like, man, you know what? It's not that I don't want them. I'm just so hurt by what they did to me that it makes me feel like I want them back. But if I actually look at it, they weren't like anything I wanted in a person at all. Or I had so many pet peeves about them, or I love to travel and they don't like to travel. It wouldn't have been a good fit long term. Things like that. And a lot of times your advice with the King of Pentacles is also like, make sure when you're trying to look for love, you're not going back to someone because of the trauma. It's because ideally they check all the boxes of what you're actually looking for. And if they don't, then the advice is to make sure that you're looking for someone who is checking the boxes of what you're actually looking for. It's not to sell yourself short, because the universe is definitely telling me you could not only become the King of Pentacles, but you can have that. Yeah, exactly. Clarification, okay? It is saying you might be holding on to something that is not bringing you victory. Six of Wands in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. There's something you definitely need to let go to be able to take on that King of Pentacles energy, okay? Now, what you need to know for the near future, this could, anywhere from now to the next 3 months, it could be a warning or a blessing. And when I say near future, doesn't mean it will be the whole 3 months. This could happen in 2 days from this reading, 2 weeks, 2 months. It could be the whole 3 months. But you have the Magician in reverse, okay? That is Gemini energy here. We're going to clarify. I would say, though, that it looks like somebody might be trying to manipulate you. So I would say that the universe is deciding to tell you of a warning that you need to hear. 3 shuffles. Oh, no. Universe is telling me 2 more. We got Knight of Swords, upright with the Ace of Swords, air energy here. Lots of air energy, strong Gemini energy, Aquarius, Libra. I feel like somebody is trying to come, somebody in the next, anywhere from now to the next 3 months, I would be expecting somebody to come at you very maybe fast, impulsively, aggressively. Now, when I say aggressively, it doesn't mean that they're going to come at you fighting and you're going to know, whoa, you're aggressive. I mean, you might see someone on a very strong pursuit towards you. You might see someone who is strongly trying to convince you to give them the time of day, or to talk to them, or forgive them, or to communicate with them, or to give them a chance. And there's something about this person that is not completely honest, that you're not seeing their true mask. You're not seeing their true intentions. You're not seeing their true motivation. So I would be very cautious going into new relationships, new situations, or past situations. Also keep in mind, guys, that Venus is going into the transit of Capricorn. Now, for those who do not follow astrology, you probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but Venus does go into Capricorn for the next 5 months, and it does retrograde in the month of December and January, but kicking off, it is going in. We also have an eclipse, which means Venus going into Capricorn for the next 5 months is going to dramatically affect everybody's love life, on everybody in the entire zodiac. It is going to dramatically affect everybody's love life in one way or another over this next 5-month transit. You will definitely see things develop, either negatively, positively, or constructively for many, many people. So also, in the sign of Scorpio, there are a lot of affairs that might be happening. There might be a lot of secrets that are coming out during this time. So please be very aware. There are going to be a lot of zodiac signs that will be meeting new people. And these people are not going to be who you thought they were. So be very, very cautious. I would not recommend starting a new relationship with anyone during the time that Venus goes retrograde in December. I would wait those couple weeks. If you're single, I would not enter into a new relationship at that time, because normally people tend to really regret that in who they chose. So that is my fair warning for that. But again, I'm not going to go into an astrology on a tarot video. Now, let's pull some cards from the Oracle deck. I have been incorporating these with my clients in my personal life, and they tend to really benefit and really like these Oracle decks. So I thought, why not bring them to my YouTubers? So let's see here. Wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. So no one has gotten this one yet, not on YouTube. So the Oracle card that you did pull out, which I think is very ironic given the reading that we just read and the fact that it's Scorpio season, rules death, endings, new beginnings, transformations, all that. Your Oracle, from your message from the universe, is conclusion. New chapters, things ending. This card also represents that, you know, don't chalk things up either. Just like, if something looks like an ending doesn't mean it is an ending. Sometimes you might be putting endings to things that don't need endings. Now, I wouldn't say that's the main message, but it's definitely like, be careful about judging people and situations without really looking into it. Don't, jump to start chapters before one ends. But generally, I do believe the conclusion card is basically saying that it doesn't mean you're necessarily done with someone, but I would say that a situation that you're going through with someone, a chapter in your life, is coming to an end, which would make sense given the fact that an eclipse, Scorpio season, and Venus in Capricorn transit, I would say that the universe is coming loud and clear with that, saying that you will definitely be affected by those energies for sure. But I want to give you peace of mind that whatever happens is supposed to be happening to align you on a more correct path, a better path, even if it seems difficult right now. These energies that are happening are meant to put you on the one you're supposed to be on, if you have fallen off, of course. Anyway, guys, that is what I have for you guys right now, and I will see you next time. Ciao.